for selector.
Nothing.
Start recording. Start recording. Start recording.
All right.
I say for selector.
Oh wait, I know what you're saying.
No,
Yippee-
no.
No.
La, 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 la.
No. Okay, anyway.
All right. So the last time we were together, Icole had everyone come in for interviews to discover more of their backgrounds, and the team has fully committed to the name Rhythmic Misfits as their team name. After that, they separated for a bit and had their own little discoveries of items to help out with their adventure. A lost friend that was reunited. Secrets in blood. And a shadow living under their nose in disguise. And while we're on that subject, for those who are seeing the recording from last time, I'm sorry that I put uncanny dodge. I meant to say incorporeal movement to phase through objects. My apologies for that. But anyway, it is around lunchtime, and everyone gathers back into the inn for a nice lunch, where you are greeted by braised beef, homemade golden brown roasted turkey with sausage stuffing and drippings, and candied apples.
Ooh, yum, candy. Ooh, yum.
I'm starting to like this queen more and more.
It's like, Quinn, eat your main food first. Before dessert.
Why? Dessert sounds better.
When, in order for you to have dessert, your body needs to have something rough. So I agree with Dezo. Eat your food before you eat the candied apples.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
He starts
Yeah.
He starts eating his main foods.
Yeah, and Dezo do the same thing.
He still doesn't have really good table manners yet, though.
It's like the Dezo like teacher is like puts the utensil in his hand and helps him like that.
You could see Kren blush a bit.
It's like, this is how we actually eat proper.
But using your hands seems so much easier.
Yes, but it's not finger food.
In the corner of the room, you kind of hear Aqua giggle a little bit, and she looks towards Idvilios. So this is your new party, I see.
Yeah, it's a weird group, but I've grown accustomed.
Well, they seem like fine folks to me.
Yeah, hadn't been around him as much as I have, but yes.
Out of character, wow. All
Wow.
those cheap shots.
Wow, thanks for the backstab, dude.
You're welcome.
That's mean.
Is that revenge for the shipping jokes from last week?
It might be.
And is that payback for almost throwing you under the bus?
Also might be.
Oh, we have a dragon.
Yay, dragon.
Yay, we have a Durgan.
It's dragon, not Durgan.
¿Por qué no las dos?
Whatever.
Okay, Dragon, just to catch you up, we just started. Everyone's just gathered back at the inn for lunch.
Liege will kind of look at you and say, when I first took notice of the poster for Razor, it was simply a means with which to get some extra cash to buy ourselves, buy the group, as well as myself, things that were needed in one way or another. Being able to pay for food, lodging, and other various things. It costs money to put spells into books in addition to buying them. So this was a rather important concern to me. Make sure that we had the means with which to fight the order. With the news from Fraser actually hiding in the castle, which is not really surprising in itself. I am not really sure that we can even stay in this city for any real length of time and actually be safe.
Then what would you
We
suggest?
dare not split ourselves apart. The only thing I can think of on a personal level would be to literally buy ourselves small wagon and camping gear and only go into the city when it's necessary or unavoidable. But we need to find ways of getting information about those that we seek to fight against. Now we know that Razor is indeed, but we have to be able to track them down to wherever they consider to be home. We can't fight them in somebody else's home for fear of them being hurt or used as hostage.
Hmm.
I'm not sure exactly what specific methods or measures we need to take. I have some experience with camping out with other soldiers, but you don't have the same kind of training as myself. Possibly, I don't even really know Helios whether or not would have that kind of training for field behavior. We would have to also move our location probably more than once a week, just as a idea, give you that this is not going to be easy. We can take the risk and stay here in the city, but if we do, we need to make it to where we're closer together and we always have a roommate. No one no one sleeps alone anymore because we cannot trust even a maid, a janitor, a guard. We can't trust them anymore because of Razor. Not It's not anything against those individuals as a group, but this is the problem when you're dealing with a true spy. They make you paranoid, and
Kind of like what
paranoia
you're
taken
doing
far.
now.
I I'm doing my best to mitigate it to as little as possible, but some precaution does need to be taken. What more can I do? I mean, we've done everything we can think of.
Not necessarily, since now we know Razor is in the palace. How about we inform the queen? We haven't brought her insight. We haven't gotten her up to speed with this. We haven't actually asked for any insight or any wisdom from her. Yes,
That's
Elish,
fine.
we understand that you are a soldier, and we appreciate your protection, and we also gratify and appreciate your input. But I would say right now, let's inform the Queen of the new information we have, and we can give her our aspect or what we would proceed to do. If she has anything that we can go off of, let's hear her out.
And as she alerts the other individuals to be more aware of each other's true identities, ways to identify each other that are not obvious to someone like Razor, this would be a good idea.
So what you're asking is for her to start vetting her staff.
Alert her staff to where they police themselves. There's only so much that any individual can do. I don't care how alert or aware you are as a single guard. You can only watch so much of the area, so many people. But the more people that are aware that there is somebody pretending to be something, that the harder it gets for that person to pretend to be something that everyone shouldn't be. I'm not. I'm I'm willing to work with as many people as I can. That includes the Queen. I want to work as much as I possibly can with you. Express these thoughts to you. So just trying to act
Oh boy.
I think
What's
you upset the
going on?
entire place, Elise.
What's
I'm as a player. I mean, I kind of made it. I try to imply that I'm not projecting my voice across the entirety of the room,
So
but
I
I
would
am.
believe the performer wouldn't hear it, but the bartender might have.
Yeah, the bartender might have, but the stage person really shouldn't. I mean, he's not going to be. He would have gone closer to the group, lowered his voice, and talked to them. Not necessarily in a whisper, but I mean, it's not meant to be loud or meant to be noticed
Okay,
openly
okay,
by
just
anybody
next
except.
time, please, um, try to say that, and because otherwise, if you being so far away from the group, it's like you're projecting, ding a bit.
Yeah, sorry about that, dude.
All right.
Okay. I still say we should inform the Queen at the very least. Because if it wasn't for her kindness, let's just say her right hand wouldn't be on a short leash right now with us.
And as soon as you said that, Nephrite, you guys hear a knock on the door, and you see the High Knight Ingrid come in. Hello. How's everyone doing today?
We're
We're doing
good.
fine. We're
hmm?
doing fine.
The Queen has requested your presence in the throne room.
Nephra just gives a look at Aerith, and it's basically a look of saying, okay, is there more than one person in this entire world with your capabilities? I'm saying that as a joke.
Roll insight.
Yay, insight, because you know I love my insights.
Your
I am in
insights.
love with my insights. Because
Your
I love it so
insights are.
much.
No offense.
Oh, hey! It's not a curse!
Yay!
Hey.
Yay!
Yay!
Okay, you can kind of see Erin kind of blush with a bit of embarrassment as her eyes change color. It's so far no. Excuse me.
I say this as a joke. I said it as a joke.
Oh. Sorry, I didn't realize. It's kind of hard to tell sometimes. And then you.
But
Sorry.
I believe since we are being summoned by the Queen, I believe this is as good a time as any.
Alright then. Ingrid kind of looks at all of you bewildered a little bit before she kind of just shakes it off and kind of coughs in her hand. Right then. Follow me, please.
Do I need to roll another insight for that?
Sure, if you like.
I feel like I need to roll an insight because the way she just read the room.
Can I roll an insight too?
No, Selector.
Alright. Sorry.
It's okay. 13.
You can tell she's kind of confused with what just happened, but she didn't remember she's got a duty to fulfill, so she kind of lets it by a bit.
Fair enough.
And
So I
as
was
a
gonna think, okay, is she Razor?
no, she's not Razor.
I was gonna say.
Really? Even my
Daisy
guesses
would-
aren't that bad.
Yeah, Daisy would know because Daisy's seen what Razor disguised himself as.
It was a maid, I think.
Yep, it
And a
was a maid.
character.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And as everyone gets up to leave, Aqua will go to Avilios and gives him a tight hug. And she's going, I have to go back to the refugees right now. Take care of
I understand.
yourself.
You as well. I promise I'll be back.
Aww.
Aww. Kiss, kiss, kiss,
No.
kiss.
Excellent.
Ship.
No. No, it's not a ship. It's not even a platonic ship.
No.
It's basically just brother-sister relationship, and they missed each other because they were away for, I don't know, a few months.
Yep. And as you go to hug her, Aqua kind of pulls you close and going, and let me do know if you hear about Tara and Van. There's something important I need to discuss with you, but on a later date. Right
Of course.
now, the Queen needs you more.
Of course. You have my word.
Take care.
You as well, Miss Aqua.
Hey. And
And
with...
Avila will proceed to leave the room.
Love the Final Fantasy reference. No, wait, Kingdom Hearts reference.
No, Kingdom Hearts, honey.
Yep, we've been through that song and
Already
dance
said that.
before.
Oh yeah.
Is Elise gonna join us?
Elish!
Like, Alice, get your booty out here.
Oh.
Oh, right, because we can't swear. I was gonna do the sailor thing.
I was gonna say get your butt out here.
Oh, there he goes.
Thank you.
Alright, so you all go to the palace.
Where? Me.
Up
There we
here.
are.
Oh, I thought we were already in the room. Okay, never mind.
Nope.
Nope, sorry. Here, give me one moment.
Huh?
Yeah. I'm carrying a guard with me instead of.
Yeah.
Oh no!
You left
Hey,
Days over here.
apparently we're being escorted by a guard. Apparently.
Well, let's just
I
say that
mean, why
after
would
the last time there was a big security breach, there's a lot more guards now.
Mhm.
Yeah.
What the?
Wait, wait, hang on, wait, security breach? I didn't know that we were at Five Nights at Freddy's.
Boom!
I get one bad joke a month, okay? Let me have this one. This is my one
Okay,
bad joke
fine.
for the month.
Okay.
I should stick Scrap Trap on you.
Okay, let me see if I got everyone here. Helios, Nephrite, Siri, Noel, Elise, Arif, Quinn, Dazo. Yep, we're all here.
Yay, you actually pronounced his name right for once.
It takes practice.
Practice and a lot of sessions together.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Alright, so as you enter the throne room, you already see Advisor Icol and Magic Advisor Trellis already there, waiting for you to arrive, as well as the Queen sitting on her throne. Yeah, Dazo, as you keep going forward, Trellis is going, nope. Back down here, please.
It's like I have important information about Razor.
The Queen looks at you intrigued. What is this information?
He came to me in my room.
In your room? How?
Yeah, well, he can phase through walls.
What?
Yeah.
Trellis, is this possible? It could be. Depending on what kind of spell or he did. I will look into that at once, Your Majesty. Please do.
Yeah, and he was also disguised as one of your maids.
What? But how did he get past security? They have spells to ward off disguises.
Nephrite just pinching the bridge of her nose. And she is just muttering in Elvish. Well, there goes the tactical approach. Let's just spill everything.
Well, Data's just being blunt, so.
Well, aren't out of character, aren't Dragon Buns supposed to be blunt?
Yes.
So it's technically in character for her, so.
Oh, yeah.
Out of character, if I may.
What?
Hey, it is. What I said is actually true. For most Dragon Bun species, they are extremely blunt.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and for a lot of elf race, for practically any elf, they are supposed to be prissy and uptight.
Hey!
Yeah, Icol kind of gives you a look, considering he's got pointy ears too.
Nephrite just points to her ears.
So was that self-reflection you were talking about?
Oh no, that was highly towards you first.
You two give it a rest already.
I would love to, but yeah, he just makes it so much fun.
Ooh, can I try?
Yeah. So, and then Dazo is like, so anyway, on the topic of Razor,
Yes?
yeah, he decided somehow he got past your so-called guards spell detection while disguised as one of your maids.
This is definitely concerning.
And he also has a mark just like us.
Nephrit actually just blinks a bit. I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, Dazo looks at Nephrite. It's like, yes, I know. I'm sorry. I
Well,
didn't tell you sooner. He
that
just-
doesn't. Sorry, go ahead.
That's okay. He just appeared in my room, disguised as a maid. I didn't know until he dropped his disguise.
Well, that explains how he can go through walls.
No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
DM, quick question, and you can say yay or nay.
Never mind.
There are two spells that are just buzzing through my head that Razor can know. Can I roll Arcana to get this theory out of the way? Because one of them is a high chance.
I would say yes, but only you because you're the one who questioned it.
Thank
I
you.
also had a comment that I put into my notes about a guess for what it could be.
Comments? Where's that?
19. For Arcana for Nephra.
Okay, yep, just give me a moment to look up where Dragon had his comment.
Okay.
Additional traits and features.
Ah.
Okay, I'm trying to find where you said that, Alicia.
It's under the additional features and traits on his character sheet.
Oh, on your character sheet. Okay, sorry, I don't have time to go back into every single character sheet.
Yeah, on his character sheet.
I couldn't ask you at the time whether or not it would be something that he would actually know, possibly know in character. So I put the guess as a OOC meta on the character sheet to remind me.
Yeah, I think I also saw it in the sub chats for him as well. But I might have been wrong.
Okay, with your Arcana check and Dazel's description, you can kind of deduce that it could be either polymorph or disguised self.
Polymorph was actually the main thing that I was thinking of, because when the queen is asking how is he able to go through, even though there are spells for detect magic in order for him to be placed at the gate, polymorph can actually let you turn into, I may be going off base when I say this, but literally anything, even a flipping pebble.
Guys?
Yep. Hello?
Yo.
Hello?
Hello?
I believe we
Buddy?
lost the storm. Nope, there
Storm?
he is. I hear him.
Yay.
Storm, are you okay?
Yeah, my headphones were unplugged. Sorry.
Oh god.
That's okay.
And that's why
Anyway.
I couldn't. That's why I couldn't hear anything. And I
Oh.
was answering the door. So,
Okay.
sorry about that.
You're good.
You're fine.
Okay, so to catch you up, I don't know where we left you, but thanks to Dazel's description and Nephroid's Arcana check, she can deduce that it's either polymorph or disguise self spell that Razor has used.
Okay.
She would actually have to
And-
be there to know exactly.
But based off the description and the surprise from the security efforts, it is a more likely probability that it's polymorph. Just to get in here. In order to disguise himself as a maid or a guard, that would be a disguised self.
This is most troubling.
But what happened if he could
Elise
use?
might know one additional thing. Can I make an Arcana check?
Could he use both?
I would say yes, Alish.
Okay. I don't want to overwhelm you, so I'm trying to be patient.
Okay, 21.
Better than me!
Oh, jeez.
Okay,
It's
so
just going
what-
two better.
Okay, so what are you trying to figure out?
In order to bypass the detection spells, all you need is a spell called non-detection.
I'm gonna say that you know such a spell exists, however, you have no idea if Razor used it or not.
Right, but it's also a magical item that can be made.
That is a possibility,
Yeah.
however, you don't know that yet. Just because you got a good score on Arcana doesn't mean you know every single thing you know about him
I'm
in a
just-
short little time.
We're just guessing! We're just guessing! We
We're
understand!
just guessing.
I think we just
We're
broke
just
Cat.
guessing.
Yeah, we just broke her.
We just broke her, so me and Elise kind of just hit the nail on the head with some of his capabilities.
Yep.
There's
Do we
there's
need...
also a reason why I'm not saying the other guess that I have.
Clever.
So,
So, yeah, that's what happened.
And how long ago was it that you saw Razor?
Last night yesterday when everybody was out doing
Okay, that would have been an
everything
hour.
else.
That would have been roughly an hour ago.
Yeah, an hour ago that everybody was gone and he had come into my room disguised as a maid.
Cole looks at you going, and you didn't think to capture him?
I could not. I didn't know it was him to begin with. And speaking of,
and Elise will actually raise his hand for the Queen's attention.
Gonna be kind of hard since you're all the way in the back.
Yeah, do you want
yeah,
raise
you're
it
all the way
high.
back here.
He'll raise it high and walk forward if necessary.
Do you want Zuri just to fly over you just to say, Queen, take a look over here, Queen?
Yes.
I'm asking Dragon, do you want me to do that?
Yeah, I don't mind.
Okay, so Zuri's just gonna fly over to Elise just to help get the Queen's attention.
And let out a big squawk.
Yep, pretty much.
Cole will look up and going to you, Nephroid. Can't you get your little mechanical beast under control?
Gee, I don't know. Can you actually use your eyes and ears to pay attention? Instead of yelling at my party member who was at a disadvantage to handle a target.
Out of character. Oh, snap.
The queen looks at the both of you going, do I have to separate you two?
Probably.
Yeah.
But
I will also point out to the Queen that the entirety of our group took on Razor, barely managed to hurt him at all. While, true, he had some friends to help him out, but he took direct hits multiple times and walked away. A single individual in this group is not going to be able to handle Razor. Please keep that in mind.
Even Dazo knew this. That's why she didn't try to capture him.
I understand. And I apologize for my advisor's lack of contact there.
It's okay.
But either way, back at the situation at hand and why I have called all of you here. Trellis says he might have found something that could help you with your marks. And he has brought it to my attention with some concerns. Trellis? Yes, if this, Dragon, can you move back down, please? Thank you. So I have done some research, and it looks like your marks have sort of an ancient power into them. I don't know exactly what is, but it looked like it could be something from beyond our time, as we kind of discussed earlier, especially with this link between the Queen of Poison god, Talona. So I've done some research. Yeah?
And then Dazo's like, yes. Razor also mentioned the Poison Queen.
I see. So that
and he knows about our marks.
Interesting. Well, either way, doing some research, apparently Talona was sealed away by the other gods, particularly the 5 gods that rule over this land. So my theory is, actually no, I'm skipping ahead there. Never mind. It looks like Razor was after one of the artifacts left by the gods, the Goblet of Hell. Why? We're not too sure yet. But my theory is, if we can get the other artifacts from the other gods and put their powers together, maybe they'll get rid of your marks.
This is only theory, right?
It is a sound theory.
And at this
What I
moment, Dazo,
what I would suggest strongly to your highness is that you remove the glove from the case that it is in and put it in a far more secure and preferably hidden location.
The queen nods. The queen nods and she says, "That has already been taken care of this morning. The goblet has been removed and replaced by a fake. It is under the secure. It's under the most secured wing we have."
that's one worry that's taken care of.
However,
So,
I do not feel right about just giving the goblet to people who have just met, honestly. This is one of the god's relics. And to hand that power over to an adventure party, it's troubling. You do understand my worry, don't you, Trellis? Yes, I do, Your Majesty, but think about it. This could be the it could be the only chance that these people have to save themselves. Or stop the order of whatever it is they're doing. That gauntlet has been placed under the protection of Bass. We cannot take it away from the people and from tradition.
the tradition remains intact as long as no one knows there is a replacement in the case. But more to the point, if it is taken away from the city of Brass, then Razor can't possibly steal it and turn it against the people.
But then that also leads to the Queen worry about putting us in danger. Yes, it may save hundreds, but then that also leaves us as a vulnerability.
Indeed. Which is why I have a proposition. If you could gather the other 4 artifacts, then you'll be free to use our artifact and Trellis's magic to help you with your marks.
And I suppose it depends on who has them and whether or not they would have some similar conditions for their release.
Well, to give you a bit of a history lesson, Bass and Sirius are the only ones who have the known artifacts. The other 3 are hidden, but they are generally in their governed cities, which would be Nemea, Greymore, and I cannot talk today. What is wrong with me?
Slow
I
down.
love you.
And Atita.
So those are the places that we have to go and in order to obtain the rest of the so-called items.
Yes.
Hmm.
The only one I have trouble, would be the most troubling would be Celius. Theirs is the second gauntlet. It was held by the gods. Arya. The gauntlet of Torm. And it's the king's gauntlet.
Yeah, in the days so it's like, I know he will not give it up that easy, considering he doesn't like us.
Out of character, what did I miss? My computer shut off for a moment.
Oh.
Oh.
How far back
Um,
did we lose you?
Just a tiny bit.
like, what all did you hear?
I heard about the last part was about how the queen wouldn't give us the glove.
Got it. So we're going on a fetch quest to get some more items based off the gods, and one of the gauntlets is inside the other kingdom, the one with the racist king.
Oh joy, that sounds really fun.
The other 3 are within the other party member's hometown. One of them is Nephrite. The others are, I'm gonna take a wild guess. The other 2 would either would be Alige, Avelios, and Dezo. Oh wait, no, Dezo's from the mountains.
Yeah, but to
So
answer
that
your
would.
and to answer your question, no and no.
Oh really? Oh dang.
Oh, and no offense about the king, Oasis King. I was being sarcastic.
Oh no, your reaction would have been Nephrite's. And she wasn't going to be sarcastic, nor tactful.
No, it was out of character.
No, that's why I said your reaction would have been Nephrite's in character.
Sorry.
You're good.
Yep, you're good.
I may have also kind of dozed off a bit. Double trouble.
You have caffeine?
Nope. But I did have a cookie, and now I think all the sugar's winding down.
Oh boy.
Alright, I'm sorry. You
You're
can
good.
continue if you want. I am so sorry.
You're good. You're good.
Okay, so yes, the god of the king is Torm's goblet. And you hear her sigh and go, and I'm afraid my brother is not going to give it up that easily.
Wait, he's your
Fine.
brother?
The queen nods. Yes.
I would actually recommend that we gather all of the other ones and try to get that one last.
I agree.
Convincing him uh, to form an alliance against an even greater threat that is older than anything that's recorded currently is going to take quite a bit of doing. I'm not even sure if it's possible.
Well, then that begs the question, where would we go first?
If
Any recommendations, Your Highness?
Well, I seem to recall that one of you, according to Eichel's notes, is from one of the places, Nemia.
That would be me, Your Highness.
Then that might be the easiest one to get since you're from the area.
That would also give me a chance to see my family again.
And Trellis actually kind of raises his hand and going, and if I may, I have another suggestion too.
Yes?
I was looking up when you talked about Altier there, and we still have a report of her laboratory in the city of Nagilia. Maybe you should check it out, and maybe you'll have some clues.
Well, that is somewhere. It's not too far between here and Nemia. Good place to start.
Yep, it's just along the way, and it's close to Haymore. According to Eichel, one of you lives there.
Close to where?
Haymore, and that would be a liege.
So yes, he will speak up and say that would be me.
I just thought that maybe while you're there, you can see your family, see how they're doing. Be a good neighbor and all that.
I think Thank you, Your Highness.
You're very welcome. However, before you go, there is something I would like to request, and I call, since this is your idea, would you mind explaining? I call, nods and travels to the front. I've already done your interviews and all that. Seems like your background's clean. However, I am urging the Queen to give you guys a seal that could help you get past certain gates, get to meet certain people, all that stuff. But you're gonna have to earn it. And it'll also prove how serious you're taking this quest. Do you understand?
Yes.
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 What is your request?
Tonight, at 1600 hours, you will take part of the night's trial.
I have no problem with it.
If you complete the trial, the pass will be yours. Plus, you will have a permanent home in the inn. So I would advise you to take this time to get yourselves prepared. Because it's not going to be easy.
Very well.
Okay, I kind of hate it when you guys go all quiet because it makes me think I lost you guys.
No,
Oh.
we didn't. No, okay. Here's the thing. Whenever Nefra is quiet, she's either thinking or she really doesn't have anything to say. That's mostly because of me. I'm
Yeah.
just
Yep, same
thinking
here.
or I don't know what to say.
And Quinn is just completely confused.
Alright. So if you all agree to the terms, meet in front of the Golden Oaks Library at 1600 hours. Which would be about 3 hours from now.
PM. Oh wait, it's already 1?
Yeah, you guys just had lunch.
Okay, fair.
Yes.
Here's the thing, in the Navy we don't have lunch until about maybe 11. And we get done at 12:30. I would be at work right then.
But anyway,
If that is everything, you are all free to go.
Before we go, it has been researched by myself that in order to improve our defensive capabilities, specifically with magic, would be a cost of over 2,000 gold. Is there a way to earn this?
The Queen nods. I will be sure to add some treasures into the night's trial. Whatever you find there, you can keep.
Out of character, please don't tell me this is just a homemade dungeon.
Pretty much.
yes.
But yeah, here's the thing, Selector. We've gotten better with dungeons ever since the succubus trial.
Mhm.
Joy.
And you had to save Dazo and Aerith.
And we got to beat the crap out of Succubi. So what?
Incubus.
Oh,
Whatever.
thank you. Incubi. But so, we're getting better.
Whatever.
It works.
And since we have 3 hours, I have some ideas that might be able to improve everything. Well, for some.
Also, out of character, I thought Elige was gonna do the whole scan thing with our marks.
Oh shoot, yeah, I forgot about that.
That is something that the group has to set aside time to do. It takes 10 minutes, over 10 minutes per person. It's actually about 11 per person. So when you guys want me to do that, and if you want the information to be shared or not, just let me know.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, guys, so what are you going to do now?
Aside from curtsy to the queen and just give a smirk to her favorite little punching bag. You know that she's gonna do it. Come on, y'all know she's gonna do this.
Oh yes.
So,
She is actually going to call aside Alish, Null, and Aerith as well.
Yes.
as we before we are leaving, on the way out, Uba pops in, goes ooh, and does a court bow and flies away.
Uh,
You know what they say, monkey see, monkey do.
Okay, you gotta stop doing that every time the monkey appears.
Oh,
it's the
I
easiest
thought-
one.
I'm sorry, I thought I didn't do it. Oops.
Puns. Love them.
Sorry.
It's okay. But I'm actually gonna see how many items can I actually infuse. 3. Perfect. And I can do this 3 times. I can do this daily. Perfect.
You're going to do infused weapons for all 3 of them, aren't you?
Yes and no. So whenever we get back to the inn for us to just settle down and get ready, I would need to see Alish, Null, and Aerith in the dining room.
Oh
With
shoot.
the pipe.
Huh?
What?
Let's be as away from people as possible this time.
Out of character, Quen also wanted to ask Elige if he could scan his mark. If that's okay.
It depends on when other people are asking me to participate with what they're doing.
Yeah, no, I asked after.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
after
Sorry.
what is everyone doing?
Queso's gonna go back to the inn.
Velius would also like to go back to the inn.
Same
Yeah,
with Quen.
same here.
I think all of us are just going back to the inn.
Yeah.
Hey, everyone's going back to the inn.
Okay.
Here's where everyone is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I am actually going to break this off. Sit Zuri at the end of the bar table, about right here. And yep, exactly the 3 people I need to see. Thank you.
I would
I
recommend
think
that
about
we
it over there.
Okay, over where?
I said I think Avella's just gonna sit over there,
Okay.
so y'all can have it.
I'm
Okay,
sorry to
so
just. I'm sorry to ask for you three out of the blue, but I have an idea that might be able to assist you three for this upcoming trial.
Do tell.
For Null and Aerith, I believe you took a really good look at my notes when you tried to wake me up earlier this morning.
You kind of see here Aerith gasp going, "Are you gonna show us the thing?"
The sketch isn't what I was going to show, but there's an infusion that I have that is called Enhanced Arcane Focus. And just for the sake of viewers, boom. Where it can, if you're holding an item, it can enhance your magical capabilities just by one. It's a small enhancement, but it's better than anything else at this point. So if you have anything regarding magical capabilities, such as an amulet or a sacred item to yourself, anything, I can enhance that for you today.
Elise will show you his wand.
And Null will show the crystal hanging around his neck.
Alish, for you, I actually have something different since you primarily use your longbow.
Yeah, Aerith kind of looks at him going, "For a wizard, you don't really use that many spells. Oh, in combat at least."
Remember that I was a soldier first, and with me being a still relatively low level wizard, it is best for me to use my spells sparingly as much as is possible.
Which is why I have an infusion for you, highly focused on your longbow. And again, for viewers, boom. Repeating shot. It enhances your ability by one, but also it negates the ammunition focus. Ergo, think of it as your longbow having an arrow already notched.
It would be rather useful. Perhaps someday you may be able to make a permanent item that does that. That does not require you to use up one of your resources.
Think you should mention that. Technically, it's three now. It's three now. It's not two, it's three. To correct the viewers, it is 3 items that I can infuse that are non magical. Here's where the funny aspect comes into play with magic items made by an artificer, or even infused by them. It's technically permanent. The infusion only goes away 5 days after I die. A bit of a somber note to leave on, but yet it does benefit you in the long run.
It would also depend on how long it takes. I mean, you can do this like once a day or something.
I can only do this once a day with 3 different items. But whichever items I've already infused, they don't need to be affected. Those effects will stay permanently.
All right. Have you used your infusion ability today?
Oh God, bleh. My ears.
Yeah. Yeah, someone is like, I don't know what that is, but it sounds like either a fan or someone breathing heavily in their mic.
And also, I need a memory check. DM, did I use an infusion today?
No, you haven't yet.
I have not. So Nefre will just shake her head and say no.
Oh wait.
What item do you?
Wait. I'm starting to remember that last time you were late to breakfast because you were working on something.
Oh, my crossbow.
Yeah. Did that count as the infusion?
I think it does count. Those count as the attunement.
Attunement? Then I'm gonna say that no, you didn't do any infusions yet.
So answer still stays the same. No.
Yeah.
She has not used any of her infusions as of today.
Yeah, just wanted to double check.
The last infusion she did was the night before, which was the repeating shot on crossbow. But in order for her to wake up the next day, she would have to attune it to herself. That's why she ran late.
Yes.
So you can do two more items.
No,
You
it's
can
a daily
infuse.
thing. It's a daily thing, so I can do 3 a day.
Right. I mean, I'm talking about the infused item instead of your just your regular infusions. So I think
For
they are like you can have a certain number of active infusions as well as a certain number of infused items that are permanent. I
I
think that's
will
how Artificer works.
take a deeper look into that later on in the session.
Okay. So I just want to make sure I understand how your class actually is working.
Fair enough. But at the time being, that is an idea that she wanted to swing by at least you 3.
So that sets aside Aerith and Elish. But what about me?
Nope, Elish would be repeating shot. You and Aerith would be the enhanced arcane focus.
Okay.
For how long each infusion would take, DM?
Give me 1 moment.
Because most of them are just touch. Well, infused item is a touch-based thing.
Yeah, that's not really gonna help. This again. I'm gonna say for Alicia's, it's gonna take about 30 minutes. But for the enhanced arcane crystal, it's gonna take about 50 minutes.
So 30 minutes for a leash, about maybe 2 hours for both Null and Aerith.
But we're still gonna need time to attune to everything,
Which would
and
take
we
about
don't.
30
We only have
minutes.
3 hours.
Oh
You
boy.
can handle a lesion, Aerith. I don't need it right away.
Are you
I
sure?
was about to say that since he can buy arrows, for his bow, he's actually the lowest priority. I mean, the repeating bow is nice, but I mean, we are going through the night's challenge. It does have a limited area. Hopefully, we won't use up all of the arrows in the group.
Fair enough.
I
Aerith?
do have some spells that can be useful.
Okay. Aerith, are you okay with that?
I guess, though I don't know where you'll put the arcane focus. I don't really have a lot.
Do you have anything that you focus on your magic? Such as a holy symbol or a necklace?
Only one. And she reveals her Mistra amulet. But I don't really like messing with this thing. It's my only connection to Mistra.
If you're not comfortable with me messing with it, I understand. It was just an idea that I would like for you to be made aware of.
Thank you.
No? Would you mind if I take a look at your crystal?
Sure.
And once he gives me the crystal, I will start working on that infusion for enhanced arcane focus.
Alright, so that's gonna take 45 minutes. What is everyone else doing, for the time?
Well, Quen's off exploring.
Okay, Vilios, Dazo?
And Bella's just
Dizzo
kind of
went
just
to her room and was deep in thought and kind of started singing in Draconic about her homeland.
Okay, Vilios?
Bella's just kind of chilling in the main dining area. He doesn't really have anything going on right now.
Okay, so Alicia, are you gonna do something while Nephrite is working on the infusion?
Not much that he can do in 45 minutes. He wouldn't really go anywhere because, she wants to work on something of his next. So he would just probably pay attention to Uba for a while.
Alright. No, are you just gonna sit and watch Nephrite work while...
Yep, and also think about that vision he saw while in Trellis's lab.
Alright,
And
so...
the spreading, also glancing at the skill stats, especially. Should have known it was going to get worse.
Okay, so Aerith is gonna go up to her room. And I'm gonna say that the 45 minutes are up.
Nephrite will hand over Null's crystal.
All right, and I'm going to immediately message Aerith through the earring to let her know that it's her turn, and I'm going to head back up to my room and spend the next hour attuning.
It takes 30 minutes.
What was it? I thought it was an hour.
Is it an hour or 30 minutes?
I thought
Um,
it was. Oh, it does. It doesn't. It doesn't require attunement according to this. Never mind. That's just for the repeating shot. Never mind.
Yeah.
yeah, repeating shot requires attunement.
All right, and I will make the spell attack adjustment onto each of my spell attacks.
Thank you. Alish, would you like me to work on your longbow, or are you good with what you have?
I don't believe that the retractable armor is something that you can do quickly.
Like I said earlier, it depends on what armor you're asking for.
Let me check something real quick.
Also, mainly she only knows the infusion for scale mail. Or wait, yeah, for scale mail, not anything light.
I can. My preference is breastplate. I am not really able to physically carry the weight of anything heavy this time.
Nefray somberly shakes her head. I sadly don't know that infusion.
Okay. Perhaps the repeating bow, at least for the night's challenge, would be appropriate. As you have noticed, I don't really use my spells except in very known situations.
Why
Pretty
did you
much
think
when
I
I can.
recommended that infusion to you?
It is appreciated, especially if that can be made into an item that is mostly permanent.
And DM, how long did you say for the repeating shot infusion?
30 minutes to make, an hour to attune.
30 minutes to make, an hour to attune?
Yes.
Okay, time for me to get started. Let me see your longbow.
I'll give it to you.
And I'm gonna start working on that. And you said 30 minutes.
Yes.
Okay. Ooh-wee. We're just getting ready for a fight, and this music is so somber.
This
Not
is
to
kind of
mention,
Bass's theme.
not to mention, it's kind of quiet. I kind of thought it would be louder.
No, I have it set lower on my end so that way I can hear everybody.
I meant that I thought a lot of people would be talking.
Oh God, I know what you meant. I am so sorry, but yeah, Nephrite's gonna be quiet at this time because working mode. Because this actually was brought up by Avelios' player. Since I'm the artificer, I haven't made infusions for everybody. Let me change that.
Okay, so 30 minutes are up.
Okay. This is the best I can do within 30 minutes. You would have to attune to it for an hour.
He does so.
Okay, what is everyone else doing in that hour?
Getting a drink. I need coffee.
Yeah.
Well,
And
Quinn
also
beat
resting
you
in his
to
room.
it. Sorry, Soundwave, but Quinn beat you to it.
You have milk.
So? You can't have coffee. You really want him to be hyper?
No.
That's what I
Yeah, and
thought.
then and then Daisy would probably be a little Mother Bear mode.
Hey, he doesn't know any better.
True.
He doesn't even know what coffee is.
Yeah, and I don't think Daisy want him to know.
So some things he's gonna find out sooner or later. You can't keep it hidden forever.
Mm-hmm.
Whew.
Okay, so everyone is either resting in their rooms, or drinking at the bar, or attuning to their weapon.
Yeah, Daisy was kind of singing from her homeland.
And kind of all of a sudden, you would hear someone bang on the doors, going, "I'm trying to sleep here."
Yeah, it's like, yeah, here Daisy. It's like, sorry.
Kat, is it okay if Crane can talk to the bartender for a moment?
Sure. What do you want to talk about?
I cared that he wanted to ask how much he owes for the milk.
Oh, the milk? That would be 2 silver. And before you ask that, Fred, the coffee would be 5 silver.
Crane gives 2 silver to the bartender. Here you go, sir. He just looks very cheerful.
And Nephrite leaves her 5 silver in front of her stool before she starts leaving and going up to her. Actually, I would say going up to her room just to practice a new spell that she has, but she'd rather do it outside where it's safe. And Wicked, you know the spell I'm talking about.
Yes, I do.
So she is stepping out of our little breakfast nook, and she's going. I was gonna say she's gonna find a way outside just to practice, if she can.
As you leave the inn, you notice that outside there's a lot of nobles walking around doing their duties, and the only space you could possibly rehearse a spell would be on, like, the balcony overlooking the city.
You have got to be kidding me.
Out of character, it's a noble realm. What do you expect?
Exactly. I should have saw that coming. Okay, well, she's gonna try and go back into the inn and go to the balcony.
No, that's not quite here. Let me just quickly show you the map of the area. If I could just get everything right. You. Where are ya? Okay, yep, everyone, pardon the change of the map scenery for a minute.
Okay.
So yeah, the only place you could possibly maybe practice the spell safely would be down here.
Are there guards down there?
Yeah, underneath you would see the buildings where you guys would have done the screening test to get in. But yeah, that's
Okay, so
that's a balcony.
at least okay, at least there are guards. Oh boy. Okay, so even though she's breaking the rules for the party, she really does want to make sure she's out of harm's way for everybody. Because this is just a brand new spell that she learned.
Out of character, this is gonna end very badly.
Oh, pretty much. So let me actually look at the requirements for the spell. Not that one. If she's just practicing it, she's not really fully casting it. She's not fully casting it.
Basically, just going through the motions of it.
Yep.
Yeah, the same.
But for those who want to know the new spell that she has,
What? What is that? Oh.
Oh.
Vortex warp.
You can
Nice.
tell when you hear the word vortex, you know it's something powerful.
so she is practicing she's practicing primarily on herself. She's not trying to drag she's not trying to drag Zuri into this. Why did I say Yuri? Well, that's because I'm thinking about Best Girl from DDLC.
Okay, so you're gonna do this on yourself.
She's practicing on herself.
Oh,
Okay. I need you to make the Constitution saving throw.
Oh boy.
She'd rather practice it on herself than anything else that she loves. So
How about
Zuri's
how
not
about
gonna work.
willingly.
how about the air?
It has to be a target. There has to be a
Ow.
target. And
Ow,
yes,
I thought it was...
yes, I know the target can choose to fail, but she wants to fully practice it. She's gotta do the roll.
Yep.
Oh joy. Out of character, pardon cat, is it okay if Quen can go outside and look for Nephrite to see what she's doing?
As of this moment, no.
Oh, okay.
Yep,
Okay.
thank God.
Okay, just asking.
But that
Okay.
is a 20.
Yep, so the spell succeeds.
The spell save was a 16, so I succeeded the save. I feel like you just fail it in order for her to teleport.
Okay then, so let me just see where you're gonna teleport.
This is not gonna work. This is gonna end up badly.
Because if you succeed, then it doesn't really matter. You can pick where you want to go. But since you're giving it to my hand,
You
Oh.
should have done it yourself, Elf Soundwave. You just doomed yourself.
So
okay.
here's the thing, the range is within 70 feet, and I have to be teleported into an unoccupied space.
Ow. I hope she isn't teleported over the wall.
She's not going to. She's not teleporting over the wall.
Oh, phew. Glad to see you aren't that cool.
Yes. Instead, she's gonna teleport right in the fountain.
Nice!
Well, at least I know that the spell can work.
Yep, and you got a couple of nobles look at you like going, most unorthodox, most unorthodox.
Wait, what? Wait, what did they say?
Most unorthodox. Most
Yeah.
unorthodox.
Oh.
Meaning not very
Not
lady.
very ladylike.
Mhm.
Hey, it could have been worse. It could have been worse. They could have called. It could have been worse. They could have called you something else.
Yeah, I know. But
Yeah.
here's the thing: Nephrite actually takes pride in being unorthodox because she's not a lady.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. No.
Okay, so with the spell complete, remember you got to dock off that spell slot. Oh,
Yep.
that was horrible.
So
There's
I.
Yeah, and I would say for this moment, Liege is fully in tune now with the longbow. So everyone's got 30 minutes left before the deadline. What are you guys gonna do?
Nothing much else. I'm ready.
I'm gonna go back to the party, but first I'm gonna whistle for Zuri to come back to me.
Aren't you all soaking wet?
He's gonna hover over me while I'm walking back into the inn, just soaking wet.
So you're not gonna try to wring out your clothes?
Even if I wring it, it's still gonna be wet.
Wet.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so you'd be hearing a squeak, 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 squeak.
Yeah, I can't really wring out leather. Here's the thing: I can't really wring out leather because I'm wearing leather boots.
Ooh, that makes it worse.
And leather is hard to dry.
Exactly.
All I can think
But
is,
but everything else, like her top, her skirt, like she's wringing it out to the best of her ability, but she still looks kind of wet.
squeak, 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 squeak.
So, DM, I am ready to go back to the inn.
Well, as if everyone else is pretty much ready to go, we can just skip the last 30 minutes at the end and go straight to the night trial.
Yep.
Wait, I
Yeah.
actually wanted to ask Nephrite a question.
Yep.
If that's alright.
Shoot.
Miss Nephrite, why are you soaking wet?
Experiment that went right in the worst possible way.
You landed in the fountain, didn't ya?
I landed
Yeah,
in the
but
fountain.
you don't know, so you don't know. You didn't know. You don't know what she did. So
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't know what I did, but his guess was, "You landed in the fountain, did you?" I landed in the fountain.
Well, there was a fountain in the middle. It's not that hard to miss.
True.
she could have fallen in the bathtub or something. You don't know.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter, but yet let the joke ring on. Let the joke
Yeah.
ring on.
All I can say is, Nephrite, what are you thinking?
Ugh.
That is your one torch nephrite for the day.
What's that?